Welcome back to The Devil is a Part-Timer anime review, episode number 6. Okay, I know it's been about 3 weeks since the last video because, well, the kind of is a good reason because I was finishing Kamen Rider Black and going through halfway through Black RX, and now I'm finally able to resume watch the series. But here's the thing. Given how lengthy this series is, and I don't want to spend too much time away from Kamen Rider Black, I'm actually going to go through just the first core of this season, of Season 2. I'm basically going through those first core episodes, and then head back to RX, finish it up, and start Baka Ranger, and then start my next interest with, I'm going to start with next time, which is going to be Baka Ranger. And then when I have the Baka Ranger, I'll come back to finish it up. So, in the case of these 2 episodes, we are discussing the opening 2 episodes of Season 2, which are effectively episodes 14 and 15 of the series. Which, by the way, this episode's adapted from book 3 for the series. Yes, this season goes through a lot more books than Season 1. Like, 1 went through 2 books. And I initially didn't know about the second core, and all of a sudden I found, oh, we have more episodes. And currently, this season, like the episode count for the series, as the most recent episode aired, how long ago was it? Let's see. Last episode, which is 37, that aired just like a couple weeks ago, and I think that was the last episode for the season. I'm thinking it was. Yes. Like I knew about Season 2. I knew about that. I did not know that we actually have basically a second core. Yeah, but the season stuff has concluded. Yep, it has concluded. I should point out though, Season 2 had switched studios. Yes. Still, Crunchyroll streaming it. Okay, so, excuse me, we have a brand new studio. Studio 3, it's known as 3HZ. Which, this is the only series I have covered. Well, it's covering anyways, that from the studio. Now, do we have any brand new characters to the season? Yes, we have 2. Let's see. First of which, we have a character named Leah. We get sort of a brief recap of the opening of the first episode of the series, and then we see like what happened afterward, like right after Satan and the people left. So apparently, the 5 kingdoms basically unify to eliminate demons, and then we see Leah, who I'm not going to spoil it right now. So she goes around the castle, and it's like, I wonder if it was worth it. And she's voiced by Megan Garrett. She's only here for 1 episode. But she's not the only one here. Oh no, we have another brand new character. Okay, so, and then we cut to basically we have everybody preparing for the special honoring ceremony of people who passed away. And apparently it's been like a year since the start of the series. Okay, interesting. Even though that, here's the thing. The last season that aired for this series was, like, get this. Like, the first season ended in 2013. Yep. This season here started airing 9 years later. Yep. So apparently we have some changes with the series. Starting with Surio. He has a brand new voice actor, Kyle Iguchi. Yes. Yeah, where he's become like a customer of McReynolds. That's why I think he runs a parody of KFC. And he's put on weight. Now, I have mentioned that the reason for his replacement, because the actor basically was arrested for possession of child porn, Scott Freeman. So, he has a good reason why he is acting replaced. Not the case she is mom, who actually doesn't appear in these episodes. No, she does. She's mentioned, but not here. There's also mention about Satan's parents. We'll have a little ceremony. Everyone gathers up there. And then the episode ends quite weirdly with... Oh, by the way, Sarah basically is trying to woo the manager, McReynolds, because he's in love with her. Yep. Which, when he first met her, he referred to her as a goddess of beauty. Because she's very attractive. And then, by the end of the episode, then we have this weird golden... We have this golden apple pop up out of nowhere, which drops in front of everybody when Amelia basically... Where... like, there's, like, an explosion happening, and, of course, Chia basically is, like... So, like, blushing the fact that Mao hugged her. Yes, because he hugged her. Yep. And of course, they poke fun of Amelia's chest size and Sarasa chest size too. And then this golden apple shows up. And then, of course, he picks the golden apple and tries to use it to block Amelia's sword. And then the sword is blocked by hands. And then the golden apple transforms into a toddler. And I should point out that this toddler is voiced by the wonderful Sarah Winehoff. Yes. This is another character. Yeah. So, she wakes up and she proclaims Satan as Papa. And calls Amelia, the hero, Mama. Yes. And she's just hugging her, and of course, basically, like, yeah, they don't know the fact that, like, they know they're not the parents, and of course, he just sort of adopt her in a way. So basically, he volunteers to basically keep her on. There's been a dialogue cut here in the next episode of like when he goes to when he purchased a new bicycle after it was destroyed last season of the show, and of course, Krista Bell decided to buy him a new one. Yep. Buy him a new one. And you're thinking, like, how the heck can she afford this? Well, she brought artifacts with her from the church from the previous world and sold them for a boatload of cash. And that's how she's able to afford her living, by selling church artifacts. They also like, oh, she got like a booster seal on the bicycle, which, if you're curious, was this a scene cut from was this from the book? Yes, it was. The dialogue was moved here, but at least they show the fact that yeah, it did happen. They probably trimmed it down due to time, and they probably just want to move the story forward, and spend a lot of time talking about putting out basically a toddler seat on a bicycle. Probably would take too much time. So then, of course, basically we have where Lucifer and, of course, the general who acts like the mom. Of course, he constantly bickers with Lucifer for being a freeloader, and the fact that he just buys stuff with on their savings. The fact that he also basically, before the whole kid shows up, he also was yelling at him for not making more tea. Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. Basically, where I'm trying to get tea in the morning, and tea's gone. Well, at least basically very little left. Yeah, that's happened to me before, so... But I wasn't yelling at my parents or my dad over that. Oh, no. I just basically because I'm basically trying to get to work. So... Yeah, and then, of course, basically, Chia is helping out, too. Well, Mao give her some money to buy some diapers. Everything basically what looks like a 2-year-old probably needs. And then, of course, take her for a walk. She's wanted by her papa. And they bring up the McReynolds. And, of course, she sees her papa's like, Papa! And Mao's coworker was like, does Mao and Chia have a kid? And, of course, basically, that Mao, of course, this is so funny. The fact that his boss basically is not exactly mad at him for keeping this a secret because, well, she apparently is good at taking care of kids. It's not really at this point if she's a mom, but she would take care of this baby, no problem. This kid, no problem. And the thing is, Chia points out though the fact that she's not the mother of his child. Of course, Satao Mao does take responsibility for the child, but Chia just helping out. Of course, they don't reveal who exactly the mother is, and of course, Amelia tells her coworker about it. So they get tickets to this amusement park. Of course, spend a music park. It's an episode of really good two-set episodes. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to discuss the rest of the season. And I looked up basically how many episodes season 2 has. Season 2 has 24 episodes, and I'm going through for the first core of the season. It's 12 episodes. Yep, 12. Yep, just 12. Now, excuse me. And I'm thinking that, from what I can tell anyways, it seems as though that the season does end with the adaptation of book 10. Now, will there be a season 3? Who knows? That depends upon the studio. We'll find out and see. So, yeah, that's it particular view. Tomorrow, I will basically cap off reviewing these two next episodes, which finish up the adaptation of book 3. I'm also going to go through tomorrow I'm going to resume reviewing the Misfit Demon Academy. Yep, finally I'm able to actually talk about these episodes because they finally released the dub. After all this time, they finally released it, and I'll talk about those tomorrow. So, I'll talk about these next two episodes tomorrow, and of course, talk about Misfit Demon Academy. And afterwards, I can relax a bit until I basically just do a little reading and then basically come back to the series. But here's the thing. Whenever I come back to it, when I talk about the next 2 books, it's only going to be 3 episodes. That's pretty much it. There's a couple episodes after book 5.5, which I thought I've heard anyways. But that depends on basically what exactly is going to happen here. Yep. So, yes. That's going to be pretty much it for particular view. Stay tuned for tomorrow for those views, okay? Thank you. Bye.